fucking...
You don't like the toga? What do we wear, like Imperial long gambeson or something?
Your shitty stuff? Okay.
What do you mean, dude? This fuck. No, okay. I'll take a toga if you want me to wear a toga, but
With the short tunic.
We're not gonna
I don't
literally...
have-
We're not gonna make you. But... Who needs a toga?
Oh yeah, so wait, Prophet, you wanted the harpoon, right? Or
Wait,
someone
oh,
else?
it's Jackie, put his toga on.
Oh,
Hell
you
yeah.
wanted the harpoon?
Oh yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
Gentful, I think there's no one else really coming, so I think, you know, get a minute to let it help with the trading that you're doing, and then, yeah.
Are we ready?
Out, but I'm still like away, so don't worry about me.
Yeah, just one sec. Wait, where's
Oh, no.
Oh, I have it on me, one sec.
Cronus, do you for sure know the way to the forum?
I actually do. I remember last time I made a left turn too early.
I'm gonna go
I'll just
double check.
I know where to go. I know where to go. Going the wrong way already.
That's why I was scouting.
Yeah, I think we're all ready. Alright, just follow me.
Hey, if anyone's low on wages or getting those, just let me know.
Follow me, boys. Come on. Trot.
Make sure to drop off the horses.
Oh, stable, yeah.
I've done this before.
Excuse me, single file, please.
Can't help it, my truck is faster, okay?
Yeah, sorry that I can afford a better horse than you.
Some of us have these pimp horses, they don't know how to go slow.
About to road rage.
Right here. Come on, boys.
Look, your horse is fat, I'm sorry.
Whoa, don't talk shit on my horse.
Look at my horse is amazing.
I got one on the market, 40k. Go get it. Get you a nice horse.
I got an old work horse, but it'll work.
Hey, who needed that?
Best horse.
Where's
I mean, this horse next month is about to be up for sale. Just saying.
Me,
Who
Brady.
needed the horse? Brady? Yeah, where you at, bro?
I mean, I want that gas Patreon horse.
What's your in-game, Brady?
Lord Brady.
Oh, I see. Now there's just two people.
About to have a massive steed. I think the one that they're giving next month is that big horse.
Big horse. Oh, yeah.
Big horse?
Alright, everybody drop your horses off in these stables.
Well, we made it to the Stex Blend.
Hey, Jumper. You like
What's up?
Is that Jumper Willie?
Bouncers standing outside. I like the bouncers.
Buddy's just getting to the voting room, Jumper, so you know where that is.
Come on, head up, boys, and follow.
Brady, there you
No, there's still someone there.
Trade me, bro.
I think they'll know where to go. Come on, boys, in here. Come on.
I don't trust Dutch. It's gonna murder us.
Yeah, it's like the Senate thing, you know.
It's gonna fuck me in the butt.
I just hit like
Just normal people. Go behind
4-0,
here.
so I'm
You could do some recruits.
You're fine.
One behind here, gents, behind here. If you're, you're doing any of the applications, go behind over to here.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you come over here, Cronus.
Here we go.
Alright. Where you at, Jay?
Is everybody in and red?
Now we just need Jay.
Oh, what's up?
Come on, Jay. Stand up for selection. Come on.
Oh, I gotta stand.
Like some niche.
Well,
You can sit on my lap, CrossFit.
Come take a seat, Wotan.
Come on. Come over here. Come here.
Sorry, I have no idea who's who, right?
Are you talking about me? No.
Oh,
No, I stand behind this, man.
Damn, Brady! You working it.
Right here, Jay. Just stand right on there in the chair.
Hell yeah, bro.
Let me know when we're ready and I'll start recording.
Right. Go on. Go on, guys. Initiation.
Right. So, thank you guys to the fourth monthly, elected states. I appreciate each one of you. I know a lot of you guys are new recruits that have just been recruited in this last week or so, and your support is ever so grateful. This debate is a little bit different. The last one we had about 7 applicants, and this one we have 3, so it's come down a bit this month. Remember that each month after the 20th, That's when the applications channel will open, and everyone is open to apply anytime. Right now, the debate or the votes have been cut off, so the applicants this time are Cronus, Dutch, and Prophet. Going to begin with a speech type section where one at a time the candidates come out onto the floor. They'll address you. They'll give their speech, say their stances, what they plan to do, and then from there, once they're done, we'll open up to a question portion from the Senate starting. So just the Senate members will be able to give questions, and then once they're done with the Senate questions and they've answered to however they like, questions will be opened up to all of the citizens. So they'll give their questions, and then from there, we'll move on to the next candidate. I wanted us to begin this time with a randomized candidate. So I did a random number generator on the three candidates, and Dutch's name came up first. So, Dutch, if you'd like to start things off, please head to the floor, and you may address the citizens and the Senate when you are ready.
All right.
Hell yeah.
You can hear me good, right? I just turned on voice activity.
Maybe turn yourself up a tad.
All right, hold on. Let's see this. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, that is how it is. All right, here. Let me just get a little bit closer to the microphone. This good now? Yeah?
Yep.
Beautiful. All right. But basically, boys, what I want to do here is a lot different than what it was before. To sum up what I wanted to do, I read a lot of stuff, and my eyes went to mostly Venice. And there's a specific thing about Venice. It makes, I don't know, a republic, per se. And I think Venice is a very good start, because it's small, yet it was rich and powerful. It made the Latin Empire, all this other weird historical things. And because we're at that point right now, I think that kind of leadership in government would work quite well. That sort of philosophy as well. And to help support that, I read a lot of books. As I bragged to many of you, but I shouldn't have, because reading those books, I learned a lot of things. And one piqued my interest, which has started this mass recruitment thing. And it's not, like, for bragging rights or anything. It said that too. Do all kinds of good things without pride or bragging. And that no one should be sort of divided by factions, borders, whatever we call it. Because we're all united not by flag, nationality, whatever the hell it is. And one cool quote I found throughout these books is one that's really unique. And it says that whoever he be is my kinsman, not by blood or seed, but by goals and ambitions and reasoning. And so I think we need to really incentivize that with this group, that we're all united by same reasoning, and to not unite ourselves by faction or any means. Because if we aren't united by the same reasoning, it'll just cause splits, which will cause all kinds of corruption and all this other stuff of the old times. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I've done this, I've done that. But I think if we sort of implement a way of thinking into all of this, everyone can sort of be like that. And they don't have to brag about their ambitions and all the other things that they do, but actually strive to do them without seeking reward or anything like that. And regarding these kind of things, I don't think these kind of things should really be happening. These types of debates every month. It also happened with our last clan that was here. It was just multiple clans all one together. Not many people like doing these every month. I know personally, I know from people who even whispered in my ear this evening. They don't like doing these elections. They don't like all this other drama. Like last election, for example, there were hundreds and hundreds of thousands of just donations, quote unquote, just so people vote for each other. And I think we need to stop to that. If we put a stop to this kind of whole Shazam, then we can use all those donations instead of funding people with arbitrary power. We could give it to everyone else here. And I think that'd make a great foundation, allow us to grow.
May you all refrain from questions until it is your time to do so. At this moment, I would like to open up questions to the Senate. if anyone from the Senate would like to, please ask your question.
This is Jayhawk. So you said like you're having some interest in not doing elections every month. Personally, I agree with that. I feel like I was talking to some people earlier. I feel like 1 month is very short time frame to step into like a leadership role because we don't know how big this group is going to get. Right? We could be like 200 people, and if you're like in charge of all those people by yourself, I feel like you need probably a week to get your feet in the water, kind of get to know everybody, especially like the main people. Because as we get bigger, Imperators will run, and they may not always be like active in the VC and stuff. That was a side note. But, like, do you think like 3 months per term, or like maybe like infinite term until like voted out by the Senate or the populace?
How I see is that the thing with terms is that it just either allows someone to be there for too long and they sort of give out halfway, or they're too good, and you don't want them to keep doing that. And as I was talking about with the same way of thinking with everyone, I think if we all sort of hold the responsibility and a bit of virtue in ourselves, I think it'd be really responsible for us to know that, hey, let's say some random man is, Imperator. He always has to worry about the elections or anything instead of, turning his focus to all the other issues. If he himself can realize, hey, I'm not doing so good this week. I'm not doing that well. Maybe things change and I'm not the best at that anymore. If we can sort of all hold that responsibility of knowing, hey, I need to get out of this. All right, there's someone better. Instead of being like, oh, I need to win this election. I need to get this rank. Okay, who cares about the rank? All right, it's all about responsibility. And if we can all hold that kind of responsibility of, hey, I need this rank because it allows me to do this, then that's the kind of mentality and responsibility we need. And if people can also think that, hey, this rank requires responsibilities, I don't have those responsibilities for the moment in time. It makes sense if we can all honorarily say, hey, I no longer want to be Imperial or whatever we call it. Because right now, this is a lot different than what it was before. So there will be some changes. Maybe different terminology, linguistics, whatever the hell you want to call it. But if we can all just be like, everyone can be whatever, so they can apply whenever, it'll just be chaos, man. So I think we need to all change that to where it's permanent until otherwise. If we can all hold the responsibility whenever we're in there, that, hey, I'm not that good, as I said before, then everything will be fine. Everyone will go to their maximum potential. But right now, all these kinds of things, they're really pointless and gets in our way. Does that answer it? Or?
Answers it perfectly. Thank you.
If anybody else from the Senate has any questions, please do so now.
No, I'm good.
From here, I'm going to open up the questions to the general populace. If any citizens have a question, please state your name and then ask your question.
Yeah, I do have a question. I'm Wolfgar. I have a question about the constant wars that we're getting against other claims against the Imperial faction. We claim to be the main Imperial faction, but there are other ones that claim to be the actual Imperial faction. So how are we going to deal with the constant wars that we're getting in the Wildlands?
Well, as I was talking about before, Wolfgar, about Venice, the small state, they were not at constant war. They focused on trade, and honestly, we need that right now. We need to focus on getting each other cash. If we have so much cash but we don't share with others, that's a big problem. The same way of thinking I've been talking about this whole time. If we all just give the excess to others, it'd be a great impact. And also, all these other Imperial factions, it's like people would be like, well, what is this, a republic? Well, if everyone's going to be here permanently, the leadership, until further notice. That's also why I talked about Venice a lot. Because in Venice, the leadership for the, leader of the time was permanent. And I believe that's a true aspect of a republic. If someone is not truly elected every so month and have to worry about it, and can just use it all that time and assets to help everyone else. And about the other Imperial factions, I say we ignore them, man. On that regard, the major Imperial factions at the moment, they're falling apart because you aren't giving them any attention. I know you're worried about it, but we need to give no worry at all, man. Because they're focused on just getting all this zealotry and all this baseless stuff to try and, you know, keep everyone together. I know one clan, I'm not going to say it out loud, though, or else it might ruin them. They were going to leave until they officially declared war on us. And that just shows that we are the driving force behind keeping them together. If we completely ignore them, they'll fall apart and join